You are not your addiction. You are not your failure. You are not your depression. Do you want to be made well? What if you stop hoping will change? Because it's been that way for so long. A friend of mine once drove with the check engine light on for months. He saw it, he knew what it meant, but his solution, he slapped a piece of black electrical tape over the light and said, "Out of sight, out of mind." My boy cranked up the music like he was going to drown out the problem. Bro's rolling through life with dashboard denial. Now, I asked him, why didn't you just take it in? He goes, because I didn't have any time to find out what was wrong. And I really didn't want to pay for it. And that was a fair response. But here's what happened next. One day, the car abruptly stopped. I mean, it was smoking. The car started shaking. Full-on vehicular meltdown. The engine didn't care how long he ignored the issue. The warning light wasn't there to annoy him. It was there to save him. And some of us, we've been riding through life with our own dashboard of warning lights on. Anger we haven't addressed, wounds we haven't healed, habits we haven't broken, and hope we've just muted. We throw tape over it with busyness, turn up the volume with distractions, but underneath it all, we know something is not right. Now here's the good news. Jesus, he shows up to restore you. Hey friends, welcome to Just Truth. I'm Richard Toussaint, and today we're looking at a man who spent 38 years laying in the same spot until Jesus showed up and everything changed. We're in John chapter 5, verses 1 through 9. And here's the big idea. If you learn to live with it, Jesus came to lift you out of it. Woo! That will preach right there. Jesus walks into a place called Bethesda. The name actually means house of mercy. But the people laying there, they weren't feeling mercy. They were stuck in misery, sick, paralyzed, and blind, waiting for something to change. Now they believed that when the water stirred, the first person in it would be healed. This wasn't a biblical promise. It was rooted in superstition. In fact, many scholars believe this pool was linked to a pagan tradition, specifically to Asclepius, the Greek god of healing. People would gather around these healing pools, believing divine power came through the water. Temples of Asclepius were scattered all over the Roman Empire. People brought their hope in the waters, but not in God. And I wonder, how many of us are lying beside something cultural, hoping it will heal us when Jesus is the only one who actually can? John 5:6 says this, when Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" Now that sounds like a weird question, but it's actually the most important one. Because sometimes we don't just lie on the mat, we live in it. We accept it, we wrap our identity in it. The man responds with this, "I have no one to help me." He doesn't say yes, he gives Jesus a reason it can't happen. And maybe that's where you are. You started believing change is impossible. But hear me, Jesus doesn't ask to shame you. He asks to awaken something in you. Then Jesus says it, get up, pick up your mat, walk. No healing until obedience, no power until he moves. The man had to act before he saw the proof. Now, when he got up, that mat, his bed of brokenness, became a billboard of breakthrough. He didn't lie on it anymore, he carried it. And that's the power of Jesus. He takes the things that defined you and turns them into the things that declares that you have been delivered. You are not your mat. You are not your addiction. You are not your failure. You are not your depression. Do you want to be made well? If so, look Jesus in the face and understands the one who asks you the question is the one who's able to deliver you to the answer. You've waited long enough. Don't let the mat make you miss what God wants to move you into. So what's your mat? Drop it in the comments. I would love to pray with you. If this encouraged you, like the video, share it with someone who's been feeling stuck, and subscribe for some more real conversations about life, faith, and freedom. Until next time, live truthfully and walk freely.